As many of you probably know, last year was PlayStation's 30th anniversary. PlayStation started in 1994. So 2024, in celebration of their 30th anniversary, Sony decided to do a few different things in celebration of their 30th anniversary. And one of the things that they decided to come out with in celebration of their 30th anniversary was a new platforming game called Astro Bot. Now, Sony decided to release a few other things to celebrate their 30th anniversary. Some of them ended up not going over very well, like their 30th anniversary console and controller, which of course got scalped up by scalpers and then resold at a higher price than what it should have been sold for. And then one of the other really cool things that they did is on the PS5, you got to choose what sort of theme you wanted. If you wanted a PlayStation 1 theme when you booted up your console, and in the background when you're sitting on your main menu of your console, PS2, PS3, PS4, and of course I had to choose the PS2 because PS2 was my very first console as a kid. My dad bought for my brother and I, so I had to do the PS2 theme, and I just ended up picking up Astro Bot actually in December, so I was a little bit late to the game on Astro Bot, and then I played it in actually a few weeks ago was when I decided to hop into Astro Bot and play it, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed this game. It was a phenomenal celebration of PlayStation's 30th anniversary, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Now, PlayStation, when I think of classic PlayStation games, they used to be known for platforming games. So you had your Jak and Daxters, your Ratchet and Clanks, Sly Cooper, and Crash Bandicoot, Ape Escape, I guess to a certain extent you could also call a platformer as well. They had lots of platforming games, platforming elements in their games, and a lot of their exclusive games have always been known for being on the kind of platformer genre. So Astro Bot being a platformer, I think, was the perfect decision, not only for their 30th anniversary game, but also just, it was an absolute blast. Such a fun platformer, lighthearted fun, and they had so many references to lots of PlayStation exclusive games from their past, and it was just so cool to play through Astro Bot for the very first time and see all these references and just how much care went into this game for Sony's 30th anniversary. It was such a blast of nostalgia to play through. So many cool references that when I was playing through, I was like, no way, that's from this game. And then, I mean, there's full-on levels that are references to some of their past games, so it's really, really cool to play through. And if you haven't played Astro Bot, I mean, you just gotta try it. It is so much fun, even if you're not a huge platformer fan. Just playing through it, even being just a Sony fan, PlayStation fan, and playing through lots of PlayStation games over the years, it's got a place for everyone, and it's not a terribly long game either. It took me 9 hours to complete, I believe, and that was not 100% completion, but as you guys know, I mean, I'm not a huge 100% completion kind of guy, so that was just playing through, basically saving all the bots I could, enjoying the gameplay, not taking too long with it, but also, you know, taking my time and enjoying playing through Astro Bot as well. So now, of course, I want to touch upon the story a little bit, as I always do with these videos, leaving, not really spoiling anything, but also covering a little bit about what the story is. And luckily, Astro Bot is a very simple story. You're just a bunch of little Astrobots flying through space on your mothership, which your mothership is a PS5, which I just think is really, really funny. And so you're flying through space, and then this alien shows up and decides to take one of your parts of your ship, and then all the other parts end up getting scattered across the galaxy, and you have to go find all your parts and basically resurrect your mothership. And it's funny because your little ship that you transport from planet to planet on is a controller, which I just thought is really funny as well. So really, really cool how they decided to just make this completely PlayStation based. I mean, a bunch of little bots that are flying around on a PS5, and then a controller is your little transport ship from planet to planet. It's just awesome. And so yeah, that's really all the story is. You're trying to save all the bots that got lost from the alien destroying your mothership, and then you're also trying to take down the alien who destroyed your mothership as well. So very simple story, but it just works. It's a very, very fun and lighthearted story, and the game is just honestly an absolute blast to play through. Now, Astro Bot does a very good job of keeping things fresh because there is 6 galaxies, including one that's like a lost galaxy where you have to find secret exits to stages in order to unlock the stages for the lost galaxy. And then every single galaxy, of course, it works similar to like Mario Galaxy, Mario 64 kind of a thing, where your progression is, of course, each galaxy you progress through, then you unlock the next galaxy you have to progress through to save more bots. And that's probably what I would compare Astro Bot most to, is it's similar to like Mario Galaxy, and the fact that instead of collecting power stars, you're trying to save little bots. So it's very, very similar. I mean, you're going from galaxy to galaxy, planet to planet, and just trying to save all the bots that you can. Kind of similar idea as Mario Galaxy, where you're going galaxy to galaxy, trying to collect as much power stars as you can to take down Bowser. But in this case, you're trying to save as much Astro Bots as possible to progress through, and then end up resurrecting your mothership. So that is it's very, very good. And all the stages, honestly, keep things fresh. There's so many different stages that feel so different from each other that there's no one stage that feels exactly the same as each other, and they change up a lot of the gameplay too with some of the power-ups that you get as Astro Bot. Now I want to talk about all the individual power-ups. So there is a monkey power-up where you get this monkey on your back, which helps you climb to higher heights and progress through the stages where you need the monkey. Then there's also these frog gloves that basically allow you just to punch through walls and punch enemies, and they're really, really good as well. Great for taking down enemies on those stages where you get the frog gloves. Then there's also this squid that you can get, which basically just allows you to balloon and float around and float to higher heights, and then also float from platform to platform that you probably wouldn't be able to otherwise. And then the penguin one's kind of just meh. That's kind of just a penguin on your back that helps you swim faster, so it's not like anything crazy, that power up. The teddy symbol's okay there too. The teddy symbol is just you get this little monkey on your back which just clams these symbols together and destroys anything kind of in its vicinity. Then there's also this ball, I think it's called the samurai roll, which is this little lead ball that basically allows you just to roll around and protect yourself from any attacks. Then there's also the sponge upgrade as well, which helps you soak up water and then take down, end up washing away, putting out any fires that are on those stages. Now the bulldog upgrade I really like. It helps you dash further distance, and then also you can use it just to smash through walls and hit enemies as well. And there's also a chicken that you get on your back there too, another power up that's a chicken. Helps you jump to higher heights, which is just, it's meh. And then there's also a mouse power up, which lets you shrink and walk through small little areas that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. And then there's this elephant upgrade power up, which just allows you to like suck up, I don't even know, these liquids or whatever, and then you can end up shooting them out as little, basically creating your own little platforms kind of a thing. And then lastly, there is the slow-mo upgrade, which is this power up that basically just allows you to slow down everything around you, so then you can platform across too fast moving platforms, or get across certain areas where there might be enemies that are attacking too fast. And yeah, there's lots of upgrades to power-ups to keep the entire game feeling fresh stage to stage, and they all have their own purposes, which I really, really liked as well. It kept everything fresh and made you have to adapt there too, because then these final boss fights as well, you had to utilize different power-ups to get through them. Like with this octopus boss, you had to use the frog gloves to punch your way through and take down the octopus. And yeah, so you got to use the different power-ups lots throughout the game, and they kept everything very, very fresh and gave every level its own feeling, its own special feeling, and made it all feel different. Now, as many of you know, if you've been around on the channel for a little while, I absolutely love a good soundtrack in my games that I play through. So Astro Bot definitely checked that mark for me. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The main theme's phenomenal. The boss fight music is phenomenal. Every single planet, the music just suits the planets so well. And my favorite theme honestly has to be the main planet, your home planet theme. It's like something out of a Western. And it just sounds so good. And I don't know what it is. It just suits the planet. Maybe because it's like a kind of desert planet, but I don't know. It just that tune every time I went to the home planet after I was done finishing off a galaxy, that tune just sounded so good, and I just loved listening to it every single time. And then you also have your own little themes that are suited towards what game references there are. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit here, but yeah, there's a few different levels that are at the end of each galaxy that you play through that are references to past PlayStation games, which is just awesome. So the very first one that you end up seeing is Ape Escape. There is an Ape Escape level where you're running around capturing all the apes, and it's a full-on Ape Escape themed level. There's also a God of War themed level, an Uncharted themed level, and a Horizon themed level at the end of the one galaxy, where I need to play Horizon because I haven't played any of the Horizon games, and I have honestly no friends that have played them either, so I haven't even heard anything about them. So I should do some research, watch some videos on that series, and maybe if it looks like something I would enjoy, I should hop into the Horizon series and do some videos on that series as well. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the Horizon games. I have no friends that have played them, so I've heard virtually nothing about them, and I haven't even really looked into them. I've seen them at the store, but haven't really ever looked into them. But yeah, then of course you end up rescuing Kratos, and you have your God of War theme level now, which I'm going to show in the background. This was probably my favorite level. Just you get Kratos's Leviathan axe, and it's a full-on God of War themed level, and it is just so good. The music was great, the level was great, the mechanics were all just like God of War, and it's just seeing a little Kratos bot was honestly so funny. I just thought it was awesome, and just this game, it just was so much nostalgic references that were just incredible. And the Ape Escape one also got me too. That level was incredible, and when I saw that there was an Ape Escape level, I just thought, this is awesome. I'm going to absolutely love this game. Once I finished that first galaxy and got the Ape Escape level, I thought, yeah, I'm going to really enjoy this game if it's going to keep up these references, and it surely enough did. So yeah, now we're on to talking about some of the different references to other games, which were just incredible. So I'm going to touch on those a little bit right now. So these references caught me off guard. Like, I did not expect to have an Ape Escape level. It's funny how you forget about certain games. I never had Ape Escape growing up, but I had some friends that had it, and I remember playing it and thinking, you know, it's an alright game, but it wasn't something I wanted to go out and get when I was a kid. It's not like I wanted to spend my birthday money on Ape Escape kind of a thing. But now, you know, I think, man, I should probably boot it up and actually play through it fully for the very first time, not just, you know, playing it for a couple hours at a friend's place. So yeah, one of these days I really want to try and actually play through Ape Escape and see what I think of it, because I have very little experience with that whole series. So I'm definitely gonna have to start booting that one up and play through it. And that was what was one of my favorite things about playing through this game, is it opened my eyes to some of the games that I haven't played or have played very little of, and honestly I should start playing them. So there's definitely some bucket list games now after playing through Astro Bot, like Horizon, the Horizon series, and Ape Escape as well. Then you have this God of War level, which I already touched on a little bit, which was just incredible. I mean, you get Kratos' Leviathan axe, and you get to go around and do a full-on God of War themed level, which was just absolutely incredible. And then there's also another Another reference that just got me and was so incredible was the Loco Roco level. I had Loco Roco on my PSP, and I used to love that game. To see a full-on level in Astro Bot that was Loco Roco themed, I just thought was absolutely incredible. And it just, got me thinking, yeah, that's another game I haven't played in years. And I need to revisit Loco Roco because I remember enjoying it. And it would be interesting because I definitely remember it more of being definitely more of a kid's game. So it'll be interesting to see if I go back to it, what I think of it now as an adult, right? So so that's another game I think I should revisit and see what I think of now. And then of course the Uncharted theme level was incredible as well. I still need to play the Uncharted series. I have the Uncharted, all the Uncharted games actually. I just haven't played through them yet. I either haven't had the time or there's been other games I've wanted to play through first. So I'm going to have to finally get on that to play through the Uncharted games and get through that series and do some videos on that series as well. So that level was incredible as well. And all the special themed levels that were at the end of each galaxy, they were so incredible. And they definitely got more games added to my bucket list that I need to play and or revisit for this channel. So you guys can hopefully expect some Loco Roco videos, Ape Escape, first impressions of playing through, doing a complete playthrough of those games for the first time. I don't remember which game it was that I played, but I kind of know the gist of Ape Escape. I just need to actually play through them all. So yeah, that's all the themed levels. They were all absolutely incredible, and I loved all of them. They were just so much fun, and this entire game was just such a great 30th anniversary game that PlayStation could have released. Honestly, you get so much nostalgic references for a lot of the longtime PlayStation fans, and then you also get some stuff that some of the younger PlayStation fans, maybe have never played, but now it opens up, their eyes to some of the older game series like Ape Escape. So, for example, it's just, that was all the theme levels. They were all absolutely incredible. And, I don't think they could have done anything better there. Other than maybe added a Ratchet and Clank or Sly Cooper level. That would have been incredible if they would have done something like that. Or Jak and Daxter. But at least there was Ratchet and Clank themed costume you could wear, and a Sly Cooper costume, and a Jak costume as well. So at least I was able to rock those a little bit. Speaking of the costumes, though, there's no shortage of collectibles in Astro Bot, which is awesome. So you got all the puzzle pieces that you can collect in every single stage, and then there's also with your coins you earn, you can spend them on getting new costumes or new other little accessories for some of your bots that you save that they will have in the overworld in your main planet. So there's lots of little collectibles and cool little things that you can get throughout your time playing through Astro Bot. Also trying to find all the lost galaxies was lots of fun there too, finding all the lost galaxy levels, and they were all done through secret exits in the stages, kind of similar to how Mario always did with their secret exits to the stages that would unlock different levels or different shortcuts throughout the worlds. Kind of similar idea to that. So very, very cool. Lots of stuff to collect and find throughout playing Astro Bot, and there's no shortage of replay value. It's definitely got lots of replay value, and I definitely see myself replaying through Astro Bot or trying to just gradually collect more and more bots, finish more and more levels, and maybe get close to, if not 100%, the game eventually. But for now, I just played through it, collected all the bots I could on kind of a first run thing, and played through the main story. And I guess I also did play through the Christmas themed stage that they had added obviously later, because once I had beat the main story of the game, then I had access to this new little stage which was all Christmas themed. So that was kind of cool that they had added in a Christmas themed stage as well. And yeah, there's no shortage of replay value with this game. Trying to either complete all the lost, find all the collectibles, find all the bots, complete all the Lost Galaxy stages. There's lots of stuff that you can do to replay and enjoy Astro Bot. Now playing on the background here is that Loco Roco stage, which just ended up, reminding me of Loco Roco and how much I enjoyed the game on the PSP. So I definitely need to revisit this game. And it was completely motion controlled mechanics with this one, where you use the DualSense control and you had to move it certain directions to move the stage in certain directions, which I believe, I can't remember exactly how Loco Roco controlled, but I think it was controlled with the triggers on the PSP, and you'd move the stage around and get your little guy to kind of roll around everywhere. So definitely a game I need to revisit. It's one I haven't played in years, so it'd be lots and lots of fun to revisit that game and see if it still holds up, or if it is like my memory kind of is, with it being more of a kid's game. So I guess the only way to find out is to play through it here, hopefully relatively soon, and then see what it actually is like. So definitely want to try playing through Loco Roco again relatively soon and see if it is living up to what my memories are like with enjoying it, but it being more of like a kid's game. Now, speaking of some of the games that I want to play, might as well touch on some of the upcoming videos that I have planned, since I haven't really done much of an update lately. I know my upload schedule has been kind of like one a week, one every 2 weeks, but I want to get more consistent again here. I've just been busy actually moving to a new place again, so that's been taking up a lot of my time lately, but I've been trying to upload when I can and still complete and play through video games as I can there too. So I have a Ratchet and Clank Going Commando video planned, and that I just played through Ratchet and Clank Going Commando again for probably the first time in, I don't even know, like 10-15 years maybe. Like, I don't even know the last time I would have played it, but it's been so long since I played Going Commando, and I'm super excited to do that video on that game. I also played through God of War, which was kind of just me playing through the very first God of War game in kind of in celebration of it being the 20th anniversary of God of War. So I really hope Sony does something where they release a remaster or do something for God of War's 20th anniversary, because I just think it would be such a missed opportunity if they don't end up doing something cool like that. So I'm still holding out hope, but either way, I played through the very first God of War at the start of the new year, and have a video planned on that game as well, because I think it'll be a lot of fun to make a video and revisit God of War for the first time in so many years. And I'm really excited for that video as well. And I also have a Shadow and Sonic Generations video, because I just played through Shadow Generations and I wanted to make a separate video on Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations. I had an absolute blast playing through that game, so you guys can expect a video on Shadow Generations and Sonic Generations very soon as well. Well, now we're reaching near the end of the video here. I'm almost done with the gameplay. So as I always do, I'm going to let the end of the game play out. So this is the Horizon stage right here. And then after this is the final boss against the alien at the very end of the game. And then I also will play some gameplay of the credits as well. It's really, the ending was so good to this game. It was just such a great ending and very fitting ending to Astro Bot, which has just such a good, easygoing story, nothing too complicated, but the ending was just perfect in my mind. So anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next one.